So welcome to a short restorative practice. We're only going to take 2 poses today, and only because generally with restorative yoga, we want to hold a pose between 10 and 20 minutes. So we're going to hold 2 poses. So the first pose is Shavasana, and it can look a couple different ways. I'm going to show you a couple. If there's another variation of Shavasana you'd like to take, you can. You're going to take those 2 blocks and put them near the end of your mat. And then you're going to grab your bolster and put it at the front of the mat. So essentially we're going to lie down onto the bolster with our spine, butts are on the ground, and then our thighs are going to go onto the blocks. Now the blanket has one of 2 options for this. Option 1 is to actually put it underneath your bums, especially when we're holding Shavasana for an extended period of time with bolster support. I find that sometimes my sit bones need a little bit more cushion. Yeah. And so what we're going to do from here, I'm just going to take this out. So butt on the blankets, if you've got it, you're going to go ahead and put the blocks underneath your knees. Bolster goes right to your sacrum. And then you're going to lie back onto the bolster. And then arms either go out to the sides or one hand to belly, one hand to heart. I personally like interlace fingers, and I place them around my hip bones. Yeah, or just arms down by the sides. Okay, so that's Krama 1, or option 1, I should just say. Option 2 is to take the bolster underneath your knees. Blanket can go over you, pretty standard, or it's a soft heart opener. So sometimes I find the bolster, especially for a good 15 minutes, is a long time for me. So what I'll actually do instead is take the blanket, and I'll put the blanket so that my shoulders are on the blanket and my head's off the blanket. It's a very, very soft opening in the heart. And then arms out again by your sides, onto the body, one hand on belly, one hand on heart, or closer to your hips, or arms overhead. Last option is one block on its lowest height, close to your sacrum, about a couple inches, and then the second block on its second height further away. And then you grab a hold of the bolster and you put the bolster on the block so that they go on an incline. Yeah. And then from here, you lie back. And I like to take the blanket and I usually put it right over my pelvis, just as a form of grounding, and then arms out to the sides, hands to the chest, to the belly, interlace fingers by the front of the pelvis, or arms down by your sides. Okay, so you're going to choose your own adventure, or you can just lie down. Very simple, yeah? Go ahead and, if you're going to do the Spotify playlist now, this time to hit play. And then choose your own Shavasana adventure. And once you get there, we'll meet there. This is where the eye pillow would come in. You got a couple options for the eye pillow. The first option is to the heart space. So you can either put it going across the heart. I like it. The Judith Lassiter, I find, way is to actually have it lengthwise so that it's going, so that it's parallel to your spine versus perpendicular, or classic pose or classic variation onto the eyes themselves. And then last but not least, and this one I find is really a little bit more gentle, and I find if you've got a bit of a headache, this is helpful, is that you'll put the bolster, so that, bolster, good morning, I'm already yoga stoned. You put the eye pillow so that it is going up the head. You can look at me if you'd like. So there's a little bit on the eyes, but then there's a lot more pressure on the top of the head. And at least for me, when I've got a headache, this feels nice to add a little bit of pressure to the head. And then arms wherever they are comfortable. And once you come to your variation of the pose, go ahead and close your eyes. Allow your body to get really nice and heavy. And I'm going to remain seated I'm going to do a little bit of guided meditation for you. It's easier for my voice when I'm seated. But once you find your position, close your eyes and allow your body to get really nice and heavy here. I'm going to be quiet just for a couple of minutes, allowing yourself to just arrive into the here and now. If you'd like, the next couple exhales, exhale out of the mouth. This just tells your body to begin to drop down out of doing, out of the mind, and into being, into the body. I'm going to lead us through some guided meditation. And you have the option to either listen and come with me, or just allow my voice to begin to fade into the background. If you're coming with me, take your awareness to the parts of your body that are making contact with the props and with the ground. So bring your awareness into the back body. And envision with the next couple of exhales that your body, these points are becoming heavier with each exhale. Almost as if they were sinking themselves into the earth. And as they sink themselves into the earth, the rest of your body becomes a little bit heavier. And bring your awareness into the backs of your heels, the backs of your feet. And envision that they are becoming a little bit heavier. Take your awareness into your calves. They become heavier. Backs of the thighs, where your hamstrings are, they become a bit heavier. Your bum, a little bit heavier. Your mid-back and shoulder blades, a little bit heavier. Back of the arms sinking into the ground. Your hands, whether they're on the ground or on your body, they become a bit heavier. Take your awareness into the back of your head. It becomes heavier. Now relax your whole body. Soften your whole body. Envision that you are outside and you're lying down on the earth. And this could be in a field, it could be on the sand, it could be on your back deck. It could be on the top of a mountain. And bring your awareness to your front body. And envision the weather. Is it warm? Is it lightly drizzling? Is there a bit of wind? And now envision the temperature. Feel it on your skin. So either feeling the sun or any other weather that is occurring as you lie here. Maintain the awareness of the temperature of your skin, of your front body, but now come back to the back body and envision your back body again becoming heavy now into the earth. Sink into the earth a couple of inches. Or if you're on a deck or some wood, envision that you're actually melding into the wood. Now feel a slight cool temperature in the back body. Or if you're on the sand, perhaps it's even warmer. Can you feel the contrasting temperatures between the front body and the back body? And deepen your breath. Relax a little bit more. Now let go of the temperatures, let go of that visualization. Now envision your whole body in the earth. And it can be in a meadow, or it can be underwater in the sand. It could be in a cave. And now take the awareness into your sense of smell. Can you smell the earth? Or if you're in a cave, can you smell the air in the cave? Or if you're underwater, can you smell the ocean? As you breathe in the smell of earth. And then let go of that visualization. Now envision that you are floating, that you are weightless. And either you can just envision yourself in darkness, or envision that you are in outer space and you are light. And there is nothing pulling on your body or your mind. You are weightless. Breathe into your lightness. Envision that through this weightlessness, any tension you may be feeling starts to dissolve away. Tension in the jaw softens. The space around the eyes softens. Your lips soften. Your shoulders relax. Your arms soften. Your hands and fingers soften. Tension in the abdomen softens. Tension in the glutes or pelvic floor softens. Your legs soften. Your toes soften. Breathe more space and light into your body. With each inhale, you expand with space. You float a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let go of that visualization. If you are comfortable where you are, remain as you are. If you're coming out with me, our last pose is seated meditation, just for a couple minutes. So if you're coming out with me, very slowly make your way up to sit. Once you find your seat, close your eyes again. And quite simply, for the next 2 or so minutes, just breathe into how you feel. Specifically, how you physically feel. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale it out the mouth. Either stay as you are or bring one hand to the heart, the other palm on top of that, and bow your chin softly towards your chest if you are seated. Our connection to the earth, whether or not it's physical in the moment, can be a tool to help us ground. And so if we can, we actually put our feet or our bodies on the earth, but if we cannot, closing the eyes and visualizing it as we did, right, in this practice can help ground us. Through the visualization of lightness, we can create more space in our bodies and minds. And that can be done at any time, quite simply by closing the eyes and setting the intention. So, may you take this sense of groundedness, the sense of space that we have co-created, may we take it with us through the rest of our day. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaste. If you like that video, you'll probably like these. And if you want more videos, go to my membership site. Either way, let's stay connected.